Hey, welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Time for a flash review of the latest album from Steven Wilson with the Future Bites. I gotta say, I was not expecting to enjoy this album as much as I did. Steven Wilson is an English artist who's been at it since the 80s. He formed and fronted this band called Porcupine Tree that delved into progressive rock and metal, psychedelic rock, stuff that is completely out of my wheelhouse. He started moving into solo territory in the 2000s, and it was in 2015 that I somehow came across him with the song Perfect Life, and I can't remember how the hell it came across my radar, but it has gone down as one of the most special songs that I have ever heard. A gorgeous and kind of tragic and just absolutely mesmerizing, soft and angelic track. Won't say much else about it, but I can't recommend it enough. The album to go with it though, Hand Cannot Erase, was nothing like that song. Way too prog rock for me. It came as a real surprise for myself after hearing Perfect Life, and I just couldn't get behind any of it, so I just took Perfect Life and moved on. I kept him on my radar though, and I caught on to him again with 2017's To The Bone, which was a much easier listen. Still a little bit old school progressive pop for my more modern pop rock tastes, but I found it a lot easier to grab onto the melodies than the more complex arrangements on Hand Cannot Erase. And now he's back with his latest album in the Future Bites, and it is easily the best collection of songs I've heard from him. He's taken on a futuristic electronic pop sound, and he really pokes at some of the darker aspects of the modern world. You've got to check out the really cool video for Self, which has Steven taking on the faces of many notable figures, touching on how with social media today we can kind of project this image of ourselves that might not be entirely authentic. EMINENT SLEAZE also has a pretty cool dystopian video. The song really highlights bass guitar for some great funky feels, and lyrically it seems to look at how corporations will do whatever they can to keep us spending our money. I love the deep synths, the glittery keys, and the hypnotizing vocals displayed on King Ghost. And then Man of the People, I'd say, has the most emotional pull to it with this airy, slow delivery that creates a beautiful atmosphere, and it even gives me flashes of what he did on Perfect Life. The lead single, Personal Shopper, is a big one, coming close to 10 minutes, but it holds my interest with a really driven beat and a disco dance of a hook that is some of the most fun of the album. Pretty clear that this song is looking at the ugly side of consumerism. And I'd say my favorite of the album is 12 Things I Forgot. It's the most organic rock song of the bunch, with some breezy acoustic guitar, dashes of piano, a nice drum beat. You know, on an album full of these electronic-focused songs that largely speak on the repercussions of modern technology, self-image and whatnot, this one feels like it's more of a personal song for Steven, commenting on his own struggles rather than the struggles for humanity as a whole. And it's just such a sweet and charming melody, and I feel like the song really shows a more human side to himself. So I'm really stoked to see Steven Wilson playing with these new sounds on this album, but from what I've seen, it looks like a lot of the old prog fans are not too stoked on this stuff, and I don't blame you, but I feel like it really connects more with a newer listener like myself. Or at least a more pop-oriented listener like myself. I've rated each song, I've crunched the numbers, and I've settled on a final score of 7.5. Very solid album. And that's gonna wrap it up. Thank you for checking this out. I'd love a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. Hit the subscribe for more alternative content, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to chat. I'll see you next time.